What's up, guys? Thought I would show you some of the babies that have hatched already this year. We're gonna dive right into it. Hopefully they don't move around too much and I can get some good shots of them. These guys are actually from a Black Knight Mandrian Cross to Clown project that I'm working on. Trying to make them darker but still have like the orange coming through. These guys are pretty young yet, but they're still pretty awesome. But I have about 50 of them to show you, so we're gonna go through them kind of quickly so that I can show you a lot of them. This one right here, if they'd stop moving around so freaking much, this is actually a Atomic cross to Albie cross to Tug Marbleeye. So this guy's pretty cool. So this is a Tug Snow het for Marbleeye. And the sibling is over here. Really nice tangerine. Obviously not a snow, but het for Marbleeye. So that's that one. Next one. These guys are just from the pet project. So these guys will just be sold off as pets. These are just tangerines. Kind of cool looking. Now we'll start to get into some of the clown stuff. So there's this one, which is pretty awesome. And then this one right here. So these guys are actually Firebolt cross to clown, cross back to clown. So these ones are going to be killers. I think these ones, they actually just hatched, so they haven't even had their first shed yet. So they're still like pretty awesome. A lot of these first ones are only going to be a couple days old. This guy actually hatched out prematurely, but is still like super awesome. Super tiny, but he is actually from the same cross, Firebolt cross to clown, cross back to clown. And as you can see, like super bold markings. Hopefully some of that will stay. A little bit small. Like I said, he hatched out as a preemie, but he's doing well. Should be eating very shortly. But super cool. These guys have only shed once so far, and they're already like glowing, which is pretty crazy. Hopefully the phone is actually picking it up. So these guys are actually a striped blood tangerine cross to clown, cross to another special secret ingredient. So these guys are freaking awesome. They're just on fire. And these things were born about 5 days ago, so they've only had one shed so far. So they're pretty crazy. But they're all part of the Joker project as well. These guys are clown cross to clown. These guys, you can already see the red coming through. These guys have not had their first shed yet. So these guys, oh, where'd he go? There he is. So once these guys shed out for the first time, they're going to be crazy. But, I mean, you can see the color already on that one, which is pretty awesome. I'll see if I can get its sibling over there. There we go. Nice, bold patterning to it. Super cool. So these are all part of the Joker project. These guys are more of that Firebolt cross to clown, cross back to clown. Again, these guys were literally just born, so they haven't even shed yet. But really cool head markings. That one's going to be really cool right there. Kind of a jungly pattern to these two, but they're going to have that bold influence to them, which is pretty cool. What do we got here? Another one of the same cross. This one has more of a zigzag pattern to it. And then this one has more of the traditional clown look to it. And as you can see, that dark right there, that'll lighten up a little bit probably, but some of it will stay dark. We'll actually get some older ones so you can see what they look like. There's that one. All right, this one is actually all crazy colors. This one, oh, there's a poop. This one is actually Firebolt cross to Tremper Clown. This is to prove out the Tremper females, or the not the Tremper females, the Firebolt females, to make sure that they're not het for Tremper. So this is actually just a test, but it still looks like it's going to be pretty smoking. Again, had its first poop, so sorry about that. And then these guys right here are also pretty cool. So these guys are Tremper Jungles. Like basically they're Tremper high contrast crossed to clown. And these are to test out the clown male to make sure that he's not het for Tremper, basically. But super, super cool. That one's almost patternless stripe looking. And then that one has more of the pattern. Next we have these guys right here. And these guys are striped bloods to clown. But as you can see, the clown influence is like super strong, especially in the male that I'm using. And they have that bold stripe to them, the bold stripe look. So those guys. Then we got, this is another Firebolt, cross to clown, cross back to clown. So I'm trying to keep them zoomed in so they still look really cool, but you know, whenever they fly around the little tub, they and again, this one hasn't even shed yet. So there was a lot that actually hatched out this weekend. So we're kind of getting to that. All right, these guys are Atomic Clown crossed to Tremper Clown. So these ones do have crazier saturation already. You can see like the coloration. And these guys have not shed yet either. So these guys are going to be crazy looking. And you can see they have that clown influence with the stripes on them, which is pretty awesome. All right. Then we've got, which ones are these? These ones are Atomic Clown cross to clown. So you see a little bit more of the orange coming in as they're small. That one doesn't have as much of a as much of the pattern like that I like. I like the striped look. That one's more of a jungle. That one has more of the striped look to it. But you can see the saturation already coming in. And these guys are literally, they were born 2 days ago. Here's another one. So these guys are, these are the striped bloods crossed to clown. And this one's actually shedding for the first time. So it's a little bit not as saturated because it's shedding. But you can still see through the shed. It's going to be crazy. So this is going to be the first shed for this one. And then this one probably shed for the first time already. And then what do we have last here? This one is actually clown to clown. So this one is one of the original clown females crossed to the original male. So this one is probably going to stay back. This is the same parents that produced the crazy red striped looking one that I posted. Alrighty, now to get the other stack going here. Alright, these guys are some pet normals that I'll be just selling off as pets. This one's just a hypo, but it's kind of a crazy hypo. It almost has like no spots whatsoever. And then that one's just a normal-ish one. So there's those. And then we've got these two. These two are actually Atomic Clown crossed to Tremper Clown. And you can see the saturation already. So these guys are about a week and a half old. And they're already just freaking craziness. Same thing with this one. This one's going to stay much bolder, which is kind of cool. But this one is going to lighten up a little bit, so it'll have more of those lavender hues on the side of it, which is pretty cool. So those guys are pretty awesome. And then these ones have shed once. These are the striped bloods to clown, and you can already see the saturation coming in, purple on the head. Same with that one. Let's see if I can get a better view of them, which are pretty awesome. I mean, to have that much color already they're going to be crazy looking. Next ones are from the Gem Bold Cross to Clown. So that one's still real nice. That one's probably about 2 weeks old. And then the sibling is actually still, or just shedding, so it doesn't look as great. But you get the idea. And it's still like super dark, which is pretty cool. I'll see that one more time as I'm getting these other ones out. All right, here's one that's a little bit older. This one's probably about 2 weeks old. And you can just see the lavender and the crazy amount of orange and stuff like that. So these ones are from the Firebolt Cross to Clown, Cross back to Clown. So this is what those other ones that we saw a little bit earlier in the video will look like. You can almost see the bandit like nose spot on that one, which is pretty awesome. And then the sibling definitely is a lot darker. So the saturation on this one is going to be insane as well, with a lot of lavender. I mean, the neck band's already orange, and this thing's 2 weeks old, so it's going to be pretty crazy. This is one of my favorite ones, though. I mean, that's just an awesome looking animal at 2 weeks old. All right. Next is these guys right here, kind of another crazy zigzaggy pattern. So these are kind of like an outcrossing that I did. So these don't have a lot of clown influence to them, but they're a project that I'm kind of working on the side to make really cool, wacky patterns with really cool color. And then there's a sibling. The sibling's going to stay more yellow. You can see that, you know, it's just more yellow compared to the saturation of that one, but still pretty cool. And then we got, these are the Gem Bold Cross to Clown, back to Clown again, which is pretty awesome. That one's going to be really cool because that one's staying super dark. And then the sibling without the snow is staying pretty dark as well, which is pretty awesome. So we got those. And then you can see the real huge contrast between the snow and the non-snow, obviously. All right. And then next one, this guy right here. Really nice saturation. So this one is Red Diamond, Cross to Firebolt, Cross to Red Diamond, Red Stripe, Cross to Clown. So this one's got all kinds of crazy genetics to it. And then the other one actually went in my shoe. Let's see if I can get it out so I can show you guys. But super cool, contrasty. And then this one has more of the stripe pattern to it, which is pretty awesome. And again, these guys are about a week old, so they're not very old yet. And then this one is also just hatched out. This one again is one of those striped bloods cross to clown. Really cool. And then this next one, if I can get them in there without them freaking out. These guys are actually Gem Bold Clown crossed to Clown G Eclipses, which that gives it the kind of wackier pattern. Same with this one. That one has more of the patternless stripe pattern, which these are both snows, so these are both gem snows, which is pretty awesome. And then finally, the first one that hatched out, and what all these will start to look like soon, is this one. And you can just see the crazy amount of color that this one has. Purple head to it, purple stripes going down the side. So this is what originally the clown project was supposed to be about. If I can get him to stay in the tub, he's just freaking out. Hold on one second here, see if we'll calm down so he'll stay. You can just see the crazy amount of color. Already the red stripe going down the back is redder than the carrot tail, which is kind of crazy. Let's see if I can get a better, there's better lighting. Like, that thing is just insane. This one's about 3 weeks old at this point. Really cool lavender to it. And the red stripe is just craziness. And like I said, this is 3 weeks old, so this thing is going to be absolutely insane. Can't wait to see what this thing looks like. Well, guys, that's about 50 of the babies, the first babies of the year. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully he'll stay still a little bit longer so I can peace out. But whenever the next 50 hatch, I'll give you an update on everybody, and I'll give you some updates on how these guys are developing as we go as well, because they're just awesome looking. Just super, super great color. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.